great question.
Yes. I mean, I want to come out of this, so you got something which way to look.
P,
See what?
where should you be looking?
You should be looking at the camera.
Oh.
I mean, you know, you don't look at the camera.
No, that's her question.
Right. Well, you should be able to inform her where she.
Hey, man, we're here, real live. What's up?
Oh, I'm in here.
Yeah, you here today. Yeah.
That was-
You wanted to be here.
No.
You wanted to be
No,
here.
I said I wanted to watch.
Oh, you wanted to watch?
I was watching.
Okay.
I wasn't really, but if you say so, come
Uh-huh.
on, let's go.
Hey, man, we here, man. Another edition, Chop It Up Wednesdays. I got my bro with me, big bro. Hey,
Yo, boy.
how you?
What up?
2019.
Damn, this the first show?
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's up, y'all? 2019, we here.
That's how you bring in 2019?
Taking it. I'm taking it.
You say BBWs. This is like BBW.
Well, her sister was supposed to come up, but she
What she forgot?
she ain't fooling with me.
Oh, she ain't fooling
She
you?
said she had to work.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we good. We got one in the house.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, you want to introduce yourself to the people?
The elder statesman of the clan.
Yeah.
For those who don't know me,
That's pretty hard.
no, I'm kidding. So my name is Sharice Henley, but everybody know me as Rito.
Rito. I got her here. I got her up here.
Rito.
Rito, yes.
Yo, and she brung us some snacks. I got to put this out there. She brung some snacks. Well, now, tell these people what these snacks are for.
I
wanted to show.
figured we couldn't have a show about BBWs with no snacks, so I went into
She wanted.
my bag and you know,
She
cooked up a couple
delivered.
of things.
She delivered.
Right.
This is beautiful.
That's
I
a
wish
smor-
I could. The
that's a
strawberries I
smorgas-
might could do.
That's a smorgasbord of cavities.
Yeah. She went in. And I thank you for that.
Mm.
She brought me and P something. We get gifts around here.
Why not? I was gonna do shrimp and grits or chicken and waffles.
And let me tell you.
I would have.
Let me. She's listen.
I'm gonna go get my woo juice. I'll be
She can do it now. I topic this show BBW, everything about BBW. For one, I know you don't have. You're a very confident woman. I know that. And everybody can see that's what you are. Now, my thing about it is, I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
Where do it start?
What
Because I believe it's an opinionated title. Everybody can be a BBW, but what's the qualifications of it?
everyone could be a BBW.
How?
What does BBW stand for?
Beautiful black woman.
Okay, and beauty is in the eye of
But
the
some people say it's
beholder.
big black woman too.
Okay,
I heard that one too.
so if you're a big black woman, then you can be a BBW. So either way it goes, like if you're a big black woman, you can be a BBW, and if you're a beautiful black woman, you can be a BBW. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What's beautiful to me may not be beautiful to you. But if I call myself beautiful and I'm big and I'm a woman, I'm a BBW.
Hey, I just didn't know. I need clarification. So that's why I titled this show this, and I felt like doing this because I just didn't understand it. Like, there are beautiful black women out there, a lot.
Yes.
Kudos to them all. But I thought it was originated from big women stating their claim as far as I'm gonna own this title. This gonna be my lane. I'm gonna give my confidence through this. This going, you know what I'm saying? I feel I'm comfortable with the BBW title.
Right.
I'm cool here. That's why I thought, that's why the mix-up comes about for me. Yes, you can put any words that begin with B and W and all that in there, but it originated from big black women, right?
Right.
Okay. So, just like everything else, somebody always want to take some shit and make it their own, right?
But why not? Why not take it and make it your own? Why not make it big, beautiful woman, or big black beautiful woman? Why not mix it up? Why do we have to stick to the one thing?
Because I mean,
It's not confusing. You ain't confused, Mike.
in some people's cases, like ownership is good for some people. Like, let me have that. Let me have this. Y'all got everything else. Skinny women, nice full figure women, all these. Y'all got everything. Let us have this.
So, have you seen a smaller frame woman claim to be a BBW?
Yeah.
What's smaller frame to you?
Big beautiful woman.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. What's smaller frame to me?
Because Ashley Stewart starts and that's for a larger size woman, starts at a 12, I believe, and goes forward.
Right.
So a woman who wears a size 12 is not a BBW to you?
I don't know what size 12 is. As far as
Mike.
measurements.
Really?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I can't picture it right now. So if they start at 12, which is a big girl store, I would think that's where BBWs would start.
Okay, and a size 12 isn't that large.
Right.
It's not. So we can be any shades in between a size 12 or what. You can go as far as however big you want to get. I think it's all in if you're calling yourself beautiful, it's you who's giving you that title. So if you feel you're beautiful and you weigh 800 pounds, you can call yourself that.
Okay. I mean, I'm cool with that. If they're cool with it, I'm cool with it. So I just wanted clarification for me just to start this off. Thanks for giving that to me.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
BBWs is taking over though. Been taking over.
I've been saying that.
They've been taking over.
I've been saying that.
Why do you think the movement has been so like overwhelming? It's popular.
I don't think that it's overwhelming. I think that it's still the same way it was before. I just think that it's more, the men are more comfortable now, but admitting that they are attracted to a BBW. Before they haven't had the attraction, but it was DMs, or it was, it wasn't out there. So I think now that it's the men are more comfortable with saying that they have an attraction to a larger woman, and now it's taking over. Like, who will want something? Anyway, we won't do that. We won't do that. But
so you saying the men made it what it is?
Yeah, it is. The men has done it. The men has kept it a secret, and now it's no longer.
So the women that were BBW are the ones.
Were the side chicks. They were the side chicks. They were the undercover ones. They were the ones that the men left their skinny.
Really?
Girls.
Stop it.
To creep with them, and I know that's been what it is. We gonna say stop it like we don't know? I mean, that's been what it is.
I don't know.
It has been that way for a very long time.
We're gonna unveil this thing tonight, and I don't want you to keep saying you biting your tongue. We're gonna unveil it. We're gonna unveil it.
Okay.
My thing is,
I said I was gonna be good today. So
no, you can be good.
That I was gonna be
as
good.
long as you're honest, be good.
All right.
So I'm just saying that in this it's just popular. Everything is popular. For it's in songs, it's in video. Listen, man, it's in videos, it's on TV, it's everywhere. And I have no problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. My thing is like what you just said. Men are now open to it. Again, BBWs was the one that you say they were creeping with. They were side chicks. For what? Just because it was big? Like that's
I mean, how could I answer the question for what? It's the men who need the answer to for what. And it's definitely because, I mean, that's definitely...
they were ashamed of their weight.
It may have, yeah, they were ashamed. They were ashamed of the weight. I don't think, I mean, because I've seen a lot of, larger women who have the most prettiest face. So it's not the look. It definitely is the weight.
Yeah,
and those are the men I stay away from. Like, if you're not red man, I need a red man. See, red man, he always loved big women. He was never ashamed to say that was his preference. And that's what I need. I don't need anyone who's, like what they like
You say you don't like what they like.
Like what they like.
They can't
in broad
have-
daylight, and then when the sun go down, they want to hit my phone, and I'm like, bruh,
Okay,
where you was at 3:00?
makes sense. I understand.
Go
that.
back there,
Wow.
cause it's dry. They don't got them.
Well, I understand. I get it. If you can't like me when the sun is up, don't vampire me.
Don't vampire me.
I understand that. Now, I got a lot of questions. Joe, you ready?
I'm ready. So I'm telling you now that I'm not being good anymore. I'm not going back. Okay.
What
So
you
just
say?
ask me a question. I'm going to answer it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Why? Not why.
Mhm.
I guess it is a why. That's a question. Why all of a sudden, I'm gonna ask this one first. Why all of a sudden the confidence in the BBW has, you know what I'm saying, spilled out?
Because it's more acceptable now. It's more acceptable, so that your confidence is going to be, so you don't have to hide no more. You don't have to feel like you're the secret. You don't have to feel like you're the one who gets called at night. So if it's more acceptable, and it's just like.
But I think that's predicated on the times though. Why couldn't it just been, if you was big in 1999, you stayed that way and you was confident then?
See,
So why does the times dictate my confidence or the BBW's confidence? Why is that?
See, that's I'm trying to answer for them and saying
Answer
that
for
was
you.
amazing.
No, you-
Yeah, I can't. That is, I've always been confident.
Oh,
I've
all
always
right.
been from
Mhm.
1999 to now. I've always been. I've been every shade of big, from a size 12 to a size 24, and everything in between. And every size I've been confident. So, very much confident. So-
I know you, so I know you have. I know you have no lack in confidence. That's why I asked you to be up here, because hopefully that will rub off on the people that don't have that confidence, because I don't think it's a problem, you know. Yeah, people have their preference and what they like and what they dislike. But what's what they say, more cushion for the pushing? That's what they say. That's the same.
Not everybody. See, I listen. Not everybody. Everybody can say more cushion for the pushing. Not everybody can handle more pushing, more cushion. They can't. So we have been set up with the just now coming out like BBWs. Not everybody likes BBWs, and not everybody is more comfortable with BBWs. But not everybody can handle a BBW at all.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna ask this.
As far as more cushion for the pushing, or more pushing for the whatever,
More cushion for
however.
the pushing.
Yes, not everybody can handle that. Some people need to
Stay in their
stick
lane.
exactly. Stick with something you can handle, or just don't come my way. Because I'm gonna tell you.
You gonna tell
I'm
them?
gonna tell you.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Don't say that.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
You're not gonna do that. That's too confident. That's overconfident.
I don't think it's a such thing as overconfidence.
It
I just don't want
is.
you to be overconfident when you're not doing nothing.
Don't point your finger at me.
I'm not speaking to you per se. I'm speaking in general. I don't want you as a man to be overconfident,
Well,
or you
there's
saying,
something
"Oh
like
yeah, that you can handle that," and you can't. And I don't want BBWs out there to allow them to think they're doing something, and they go to the next one and she's disappointed. Like, let them know.
That's not. I don't think you do.
Let them know, babies.
You
let 'em
don't do this. No. I was like, nah. I would definitely let a woman know. If she
You're not gonna stay. I mean, you're not gonna stay in nothing, or you're not gonna continue to do something that's not beneficial to you.
And Donna said, no, she will tell you. Oh, y'all had that group text.
Yeah. You should be a part of the group sex.
No, I don't
do
need-
just
no.
need one night in the group sex.
No, I don't
One
need-
night in the group
Nah,
sex.
I'm cool.
It's like going to Vegas.
No, I don't. I would stay away.
That's it.
I don't gamble. That sounds like I gotta gamble with my life. Y'all is crazy.
So can you please explain how it's overconfident?
Because confident already dictates it. Like that's the lane. Overconfident means it's a such thing.
No, how is a BBW telling someone who thought they can handle a BBW that no, baby, you say what you want? How is that overconfidence?
Because
you wouldn't want someone to tell you.
I guess it all depends on delivery.
Oh yeah, you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
See, your confidence right now is leading me to believe that you're going to be a certain type of way. It doesn't lead me to believe that you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, break them down nice. It doesn't.
He's gonna get a group sex next week.
Nah, don't put me in. I don't respond. I'm not a responder. It is a such thing as overconfident.
I don't think so.
It is.
I don't think so.
It is.
So, I know there's a such thing as being conceited and confident, but it's a difference. But how
There's
do you be
a word,
overconfident?
There's a such thing called cocky, right?
That's cocky and confidence is two different things.
No, it's a thin line between them both, and cocky is overconfident.
His opinion. I don't think there's a such thing as being overconfident.
How being honest is overconfident. I just said in the delivery. The delivery could definitely, cause you could tell me something. You could be like, Mike, your breath stink, and the way you deliver it is, you know what I'm saying?
So it's not what you say; it's how you say
it's
it.
Definitely how you say
Okay,
it.
so that's something totally different from being overconfident.
No, it's not, because the way you can say it could be like, God damn, I really wanted to shatter your feelings.
I just think if you think you're doing something you're not doing, your feelings gonna be hurt anyway.
Well, it should be morally, or even, should be if you can see that it's not pleasing to that person. Mm. But if you can't.
So is it better that way for them to show you that it's not? This isn't like it's not what you think it is.
Yeah,
instead of saying it.
Don't fake it.
So would you rather them say it, or
I would
show
rather
you
say
that
it.
it's not?
Just say it to me nice.
Say it to you nice. You're
nice.
a grown man. This is a grown man, and he wants you to say it to him nice.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. That's it.
No, it's no. It's no talking. You are a grown man.
It doesn't mean you gotta hurt someone's feelings.
I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but you should have thought about that before you decided to get a Fifi bag or something. Work, like do something to see if you can handle. Get something. Go get one of those dolls that have a lot of. I don't know, but just don't come to me and it's not up to par.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, how did you think that you could handle this? Like, what made you think? How about if I just ask that instead of saying, you know, bro, this is whack. Your shot is whack. Instead of me saying,
I'm trying to picture these things going on. Like that's.
Instead of me saying that your shot is whack, why can I just say, what made you think that you can handle a big girl?
Man.
Was it a fantasy of yours?
That would be a good question.
Was it a fantasy? Was it something that you dreamt of? What made you think in real life that can even reach being inside of me with all this cushion?
That's a perfect. That's an honest question. That I would believe. That's why you got, test drives.
Don't test.
You got to test drive the car.
All right.
Before you buy it.
So let's do this then. So we test driving the car before we buy it, right? Are we going to a lot and we going to test driving over?
Nah, that would be. Ain't that the joint with Norbit in there?
Yeah.
That's the Norbit car.
Yeah. So are we gonna go to a lot and get a Norbit car to test drive?
No.
Okay then, which means all that should be already in play before you come to.
You
all that should be already settled before you get here.
But now you're talking about what God bless somebody with or the lack thereof.
If it's a lack thereof, there's nothing you can do with me. Why are you here?
I don't know.
God said I'm not for you. So when he blessed you with what you had, he already declared that you can't do nothing with me. So why are you here?
That's not fair.
It's fair. So you want me to fake it? You want me to be like, this is okay? Oh, this feels great. Oh, this is good. Right there. And you ain't even near it?
I don't know.
You said it's not fair.
Because now I just don't. I don't know. I think you're like I'm like kind of speechless right now because I can't. I don't know. That's just. I think it's honest. I'm not denying that it's honest. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that's kind of cold. That's cold for you to be able to say
It's 2019.
it
It's
is.
2019, and we can't be honest, and we can't be.
You can't. I
we're
said
gonna
you can't
in
be
something
old.
that's
I
gonna
mean, you
be
can't be honest, but
miserable. I'm not gonna stay in nothing that's miserable. I'm not even gonna go into anything I know I'm gonna be miserable in because you cannot satisfy me.
Okay, we gonna. So why? You know,
Why?
yeah, she did. She did right there. She did.
What happened? What I
She
do?
got me tongue tied. But I'm just. It's not crazy. It's not crazy because I mean I have no preference in women at all. I really don't.
Okay.
I want someone who wants me the way I want them.
Absolutely.
That's just that. Size, height, all that. I like climbing trees as a boy, so I'll climb a woman if she's that tall. It doesn't
Are you
bother me.
serious?
Yes. It doesn't bother me.
It's a tree and a woman's two different things.
I'm just saying I will climb, so it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
All right.
I'm only 5'9", 5'10" with some nice sneaks on,
Yeah,
so
baby.
it is what it is. I don't have a problem. My thing is, now that I see the BBWs, they win. They're winning. They're winning. Someone told me that.
Do you see ugly BBWs?
I have seen.
You seen mud?
Hope that you do. Sex appeal is a lot. They don't have that. So you confident, but I still see you ugly because you have no sex appeal.
Sex appeal, like their appearance.
They're just sex appeal.
So if they shape like a deep freezer.
They shape like a deep freezer with sex appeal, you might get opened up. If you don't, then you know what I'm saying?
You might get jumped in.
Yeah, if the sex appeal is a lot. That's being
explain
sexy
to me
without
what
even,
sex appeal is. Then.
being sexy without even opening your mouth. That's what you know what I'm saying.
So we're speaking on looks.
Kinda. It could be your outward appearance. It could be just your pheromones that you give off in the room that just touch me before I even sit down and have a conversation with you. Then I'll be turned on or turned off depending on that conversation.
Okay.
Because if you talk stupid, then you know that's a problem too.
If you talk stupid.
Yeah, for me that's a problem.
Okay.
If you have no intelligent conversation, I'm probably out.
Done.
Yeah, I can't.
I understand. I'm the same way. Like
I've always been fuck my mind and we'll have sex, the real actual sex later.
say it again. Say it again for the people
No,
because
I
they
don't
didn't
want to
hear
say it
you.
again. I don't do too much cussing.
Not the cussing
No.
part, not the cussing, but
No, I'm not gonna do that.
but have sex with me mentally,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely. That has no, you know, and you know what I learned about myself. A lot of people can't do that because I'm on I think
Another level.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think a whole nother way.
See, they ready to go on Spirit and you flying what?
Man, U.S. Airways.
U.S. Airways.
They going-
U.S. Airways is not giving you free luggage.
No, they're
You're not
not.
going on U.S. Airways.
No, they're not. But PBWs.
Yes.
So why do you think men are so open now and publicized in the BBW? What has going on? Because it had to be something in the BBW for the men to be like, man, you know what? Fuck what society is saying. This my bae, this my bae, this my boo. We gonna rock out. You know what I'm saying? Like a Thanksgiving dinner.
That's just what it is. A Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, that's just the food.
No, it's not. The
Everybody
food.
can't cook. Every BBW can't cook. I ain't
And
gonna do
that
that.
is true.
We ain't gonna do that.
We're not doing. That's
You
not what I'm
can't
saying.
do them. Yeah, you can.
That's not what I'm saying. Not the food. I'm speaking about like we have more water.
What does it? What does that mean? You gotta break that down.
More of a splash.
You gotta simplify that for me.
Have you ever imagine? Just imagine.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Am I allowed to speak this way?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So just imagine going inside of something warm and wet, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the extra thing to hold on to. So if you're hitting it from the back and you have the handles and you have the extra, and it's a visual too. So I think most men don't want to hide it no more. They don't want to hide that sex is better with the BBW.
Really?
if I die, right? If I die and I come back, just let me come back as a man, because I'm smashing everything, and I'll be able to tell you this answer. Give me 24 hours as a man, and I'll be able to tell you.
What?
I'll be able to tell you if sex is better with a BBW or something smaller. Me, I'm gonna say all day just because I am that sex is always gonna be better with a BBW. It will always be.
Listen, your sister, you gotta chill.
You don't get dry, and if you do,
no, you can't say you don't.
Hold on, I was gonna do if you do. You don't get dry, but if you do get dry, it takes one spit to get that jump started again. And once you jump started, you go on until you're ready to turn the car off.
I don't know what to say right there. How you gonna say once? That's not fair.
It's like a jumping cable. All you have to do is you there.
Oh my gosh! Stop it. Who's Murph always? What? You can't. How can I'm gonna say this. We cannot say that just sex period is better with a BBW.
We can't say it's not either.
You're right. We can't. My experiences wasn't bad. My experiences wasn't bad.
What are we talking about then? So what are we speaking about?
But better. That's a.
I have never smashed a small girl, so I can't tell you.
No, I would hope not. But in my experience, it wasn't bad either. God has granted me. I don't even want to say God and this in the same sentence, but I have not had a bad experience. I had some ones where I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't bad. I don't think that was bad.
Is it because you couldn't reach?
No.
What made you not feel it?
No, I'm talking about either with a smaller woman or a bigger woman. I didn't have a problem with reaching.
So let me ask you this: your experiences with a larger woman, were they all enjoyable?
Yeah.
Okay. So in your experiences with smaller women, were they all enjoyable?
No.
Okay, so you answered your question, right?
But I ain't done living yet.
Okay, so I hope you get that super soaker skinny girl who can change your mind. But for now, we winning.
I guess in
BBW's winning.
Take this. She killing me, Sean. She crazy. She is terrible. But I'm glad she here. I am glad she here. I'm glad.
They said you was hitting all bones, so no, it wasn't.
No, I've never hit it. I've never gotten a bony chick. Cause I'll be like, I can hurt her.
How?
How?
How could you hurt her?
I can hurt her.
Cause you're rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she don't have the cushion for the pushing. So you know what I'm saying.
Was she dry?
I've never had it.
Oh.
I've never had that.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
But that's just wow. So super soaker.
Super soaker.
Now to this, we're gonna go. Is a you dress very nice, right?
Thank you.
You do. You've always have since high school all the way up to now. Is that you take pride in that in your appearance?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes I do. You're not even gonna see me go to the gas station without being presentable. So yes, I just feel like you only get one time to make you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So, and I've done that. So I'm not even gonna lie. I did do that. I'm thinking, let me just run to the hair store.
Right.
Just run to the hair store. And yes, and seen someone who didn't even recognize me. You know when they said they knew it was me? When they see me from behind. That's how they knew it was me. So no, you're not catching me in all these heights out at Walmart, and no, you're not, like, no, it's not. I get dressed every day like it's my last day,
Now,
and
do
I
you-
take pride in doing so.
That's awesome. Like again, I like from high school on up, you've been fresh. My thing is now, do you think it you have to? I don't want to say overdo it, not overdo it, but do BBWs have a struggle in that area?
No, we have so many outlets. We have so many avenues. It's not like back then where they just had one, store or one
Right.
place. Like you can go to Macy's and find a section for,
Okay.
for the larger women. It's so many. So no, it's not. I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm not in competition. And to tell you the truth, if you put me up against, something smaller, I'm going to win anyway. And as far as appearance, so it's not. I don't feel like, and this is just me in my opinion. Yours, yours can definitely be different, but it's not hard anymore. Like they make it easy for us to be more confident as well too. So it's not even just the confidence come with the men not being afraid anymore, but the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
All that, they make it easier for us to, have more confidence in ourselves. Now, I've seen some some BBWs who still look trash. So it's you. It's you and what you, choose to look like, or what you choose to.
Or the lack of confidence that they don't have.
Or the lack of confidence that they don't have.
So it's all about, pretty much, it's all about confidence, period.
Mm-hmm.
That.
And Target, I'm sorry, Target, has a
Oh,
lineup.
Target got y'all stuff too?
Yeah, Target has a lineup.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's my store.
You like Target?
Better than Walmart.
You like Target better than Walmart. So if you was gonna go get toilet paper, you gonna go to Target?
No, I'm gonna go to my cousin that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
KC.
cousin. Oh, okay, cousin.
At KC.
All right.
Give me a whole year supply.
Toilet paper.
Scott's.
Oh.
Scott paper.
Not everybody has a hookup like Mike.
Hey man, get with me if you want to. Yes.
What?
My God, man.
Get with him.
But oh man. Now, again, I've known her for a long time. Remember that year you made me for my birthday that lasagna?
Oh yes.
For my birthday, she made me some lasagna. My favorite dish ever. It was slamming. Now, I'm a good lasagna maker. And I know every BBW can't cook.
It's
Just like everybody. And
my mom can't cook.
Your mom can.
My mom can't boil water.
Boss lady can?
She can't boil water
For real?
at all.
Stop it. Not the boss.
She can't. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but she can't.
Stop. Don't do that. Why you put her out there like that?
I'm just saying. Well, we're speaking about facts,
You should've
right?
said
Not
your
every.
mom, though.
My
I
mother
hope-
cannot cook,
I hope she ain't
guys.
watching.
I learned how to cook from Food Network. Say no.
Stop it.
Okay.
Can she cook for real?
She cannot. My mother cannot. I remember one Thanksgiving.
Kira said she tell her.
My mom knows. I remember one Thanksgiving she cooked, and like, have you ever had greens that's the same leaf, like this, the whole
For
collard
real?
green wasn't clean, wasn't chopped up or nothing. I mean, chitlins still had the worst. I think we went to McDonald's that Thanksgiving. It was the worst.
You're lying.
The worst.
But that was Thanksgiving. That's a lot of people can't cook
My
for
mother
Thanksgiving.
cannot cook
At all?
at all.
So, or is it a difference that she can't cook for smaller, or she can cook for smaller groups of people, or can't cook for bigger groups of people? Because there's a difference.
My mother can get a box of banquet chicken and mess that up. She cannot cook.
Stop it. I don't believe.
There's your example of a BBW. My mother is a larger woman who cannot cook. There's your example. So what was you saying about?
I can't believe you do that to the boss lady.
I'm just saying, like, she cannot.
You can't do that to the HNIC though, yo.
She can work though. She can work at behind
You wrong. The kid, yeah, she drawing right now. Yes, she is.
But she sees you laughing because she knows telling the truth. She ain't say she lying.
She said she telling. Do that. That was wrong. Why would you do that to your mom?
Love you, mom, but you can't cook.
What else? I was asking. I had all these questions. This is why I gotta start writing stuff down.
Yes.
I have to. But what movie was I watching? I was watching.
Wait, you gotta finish talking about the lasagna.
Oh no! It's just that you can cook. You're one that can cook. I know she used to make breakfast. We're trying to push her to go back into it, y'all. She need, go for it. I don't know why, but it is what it is. That's a whole nother thing because I think everybody need to learn how to cook, no matter what type, no matter what size you are. What? American women don't have to be funny, tell good stories, charming, or even cool, really. If we find her attractive, we will bypass that shit just to sleep with her.
And then be done with it?
Pretty much, that's what he's saying, just to sleep with her. I don't think too many, I don't think too many.
So why is the problem if we think the same way? Why does that make us a whore or makes us different if we think the same way?
Women normally don't do that. That's all.
Why do you feel women normally don't do it?
Because they don't.
I think they need to go and do the statistics again because women do it. I don't feel like it's facts when we say that all women have to have sex with emotions. I don't think that's a fact. In fact, I know it's not a fact.
Okay. How do you know that it's not a fact?
Speaking for myself, I'm not saying that this is what I do. I'm out there having sex with multiple people, but I can have relations with you and forget who you were tomorrow.
That's a lie.
It's facts.
That's a lie.
It's facts. Maybe it's just a switch I got. Like I have that switch to just like, what's your name? When I see you again. Like,
hold up, because is that the one that didn't reach? Because if they reached, you ain't doing that. If they pleased you, you're not doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna make a call. There's gonna be a return call. What?
I'm not called it.
Oh, you're on text.
I ain't texting either.
Why?
Because I don't do the chasing.
That's not chasing.
That's
if you were satisfied.
That's a chase.
How?
Because if you were satisfied, you would do the same thing, correct?
Who said that they didn't? Who said that he wasn't the initiator of the first encounter?
And so if you was the initiator of the first encounter, keep it going. It's consistency.
Oh wow.
We talking about consistency
But
here.
you're the one that said if I want to, I just cut the switch on.
I have a switch. I do.
So how can someone be consistent with the switch?
It's those who try all the time to be consistent with the switch, and I'm like,
I'm just saying.
Bruh. But sometimes the consistency gets them. It gets them where they need to be.
You see, that's why y'all need to be not in that group text because she's thinking the same way.
What?
If what she said, if I want some dick, then that's what I want. That's it. That's the time. See, those are the times we're living in right now. If women just want sex, that's it. That's it. It's over.
So okay, and yes, this is what I'm saying. So why does that make us different from you?
Because women don't do that.
You keep saying we don't, and I'm
That's
telling
not the
you that
typical.
we do.
That's not. I'm gonna say.
What's typical?
Women don't do that. Be in a relationship, nurture, be with one person. I understand times have changed. I understand. My old head said it. It's the revenge of the woman. I get it. I get it wholeheartedly. But go back. We gotta go back in time.
We gotta go back. Okay, so if we go back, then we gonna switch these roles all the way around. Then we gonna switch all the way around because the roles have been switched, and now the men are the women and the women are the men. Oh man. And that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. This is why the women can say what they're gonna do or what they're not gonna do, and the men just gonna listen. Why? Because you're like a child to me. You're another responsibility. The roles are switched. I'm the headship. You gonna follow me?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm speaking in general. Like this is the roles have switched. So yeah, I totally agree with taking it all the way back. Taking it back and let's move it
some things, especially the family and the relationship thing. Absolutely, I don't disagree with you. I don't like it, but yeah, that's the hand that has been dealt. Even as a man, there's like. I'm finding myself having to go back to females I messed up with because ain't no new real ones out here. Yeah. If that's the case. Some cases.
And as a woman, I wouldn't even want you back though. I just wouldn't want it. Like, if it didn't work the first time, it's not gonna work.
Because people change.
I hear that all the time. People
They
change.
do.
We grow up. I mean,
That don't happen. You didn't grow. You didn't change.
yes, but I'm not. If I grow every day and I change every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna go backwards and try to rekindle what just didn't work.
No, but because it may have not worked for some reason. Could have been some unfinished business back there.
Then it's unfinished. It's unfinished back there. We're not gonna finish it.
Well, that's not fair. How you gonna have a completed book with several pages out?
My book is never gonna be complete.
Oh my gosh.
It's not.
Yes, it will. Author, McCarry, Hipper.
Her
You
book
gotta-
ain't gonna be complete either.
But it's what was we just saying? I'm sorry. I'm a little sore right now, yo. I'm a lot sore.
Why you sore?
I've been working out. I've been back at the gym.
Where Jimmy goes?
I don't want to tell everybody that. I don't want.
I'm just saying, are we doing personal training
No,
sessions? Or
no.
you just go in just to get your.
I'm getting
What
back.
you trying to work on?
Everything.
You can't be walking around here looking like a transformer.
No, I ain't gonna get that big like that. No.
You-
I'm just gonna.
So what's everything?
I'm. You know what I'm working on?
Mike about to have muscles in his neck.
I'm just working on the V. So I'm working out.
The
Yeah,
V.
eat it right.
The V
Yeah, the V.
with the Ralph Lauren.
Ooh, if I get that, I'm
And
going.
baby oil?
Listen, I ain't gonna do the baby oil, but I'm going back to my modeling days. I'm getting back
Oh, you was a model?
for a little short time. Little short time. I'm trying, so I can lift a BBW up.
Hey. Hey, go ahead and put your back out.
Oh yeah, I ain't
Go ahead.
going. That's why I'm working out, so I won't have that issue.
Well, you gotta do it from your knees.
Absolutely, you always been from your knees. Absolutely, you got to. See, but I'm gonna be very selective in the BBW. I try to raise. I know my weight limit, so if you what I'm saying, exceed that, I can't lift you up.
Well, what you gonna ask her?
If you confident to be a BBW, confident to say
Are
your
you
weight.
confident? Are you
Yeah.
confident in asking is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And so when she hit you with the 375, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, like, my joint stopped at 320, 325. I can't lift you up. We can do a lot of other things, but we can't, that's not our lane. That's not our lane.
Okay.
Lifting up and putting you, no, that's not our lane. That's not my lane. So if that's not the lane you want to join with me, I can exit stage right.
You know you can get a Hoyer lift or whatever to help.
Hoyer lift?
Yeah.
Man, we ain't disabled.
I'm just saying. So your limit can go past 325.
With the knees. It is. That's why my legs hurt now, because my joint, listen, with no emotions. That's the difference.
What's the difference?
Listen.
That was my question. Why do you feel like you can do it and we can't? Why do you feel like
Because,
men can have
well,
sex with no emotion and women cannot?
I want to say, I don't want to say it this way, but I am going to say it this way. In the biblical days, men had concubines.
Okay.
Women didn't have concubines. So that lets you know a man can be with multiple women at one time, and every woman be cool with it. Now, even in those times, only really ones that had concubines and all that was rulers, kings, and all this, because they had to take care of everyone the same way, right? We don't apply that side. We just apply have all them women. That's what. There will always be one woman, even when you're having all these women, that has your heart. Because guess what you'll do if she doing something that she ain't supposed to be doing? You're gonna act a fool. You're gonna try to kill somebody. You're gonna try to do all this. You're gonna try to do all that stuff. So, I just believe because of emotions, because of feelings, that's my only logistic way of thinking that women can't do it or shouldn't or don't do it.
So what
Not
hap-
saying that they can't, because if a woman is doing it, she's probably been hurt that bad, or something else.
He's saying that it can't happen. I'm saying that it definitely could. So
Well, but that's your experience. That it definitely could.
and not just mine, not just my experience. It's been group messages. It's been women's night. It's been multiple talks where
So all
unless
y'all
they
in them group
lying, and I
text-
don't think that.
So all y'all in them group texts can just fuck not anybody, and fuck a guy and just don't have no feelings?
No. We have our weak ones.
Okay.
But
Why don't call them weak?
no, they're weak.
No,
No.
don't call them weak.
No, they're weak.
They're not weak.
Well, what do you call it?
Real.
Real?
Yeah, why they gotta be weak? Cause they don't wanna,
'Cause they
have
don't
sex with no emotions. Or emotionless sex.
Because everyone that you encounter doesn't need that part of you. They're already taking a piece, like you're already giving them a piece of you. So why everyone that you encounter does not have to have your emotions as well?
I agree with that. I agree. They don't need that. They don't need that outpour or that side of you. But that's what.
And they don't deserve. I just feel like I'm not giving you all of me. If you don't deserve all of me, you're not getting all of me. And the best thing to have is all of me.
See, I can't argue your own personal opinion and your own personal experience and even your confidence. I can't argue that. All I'm saying is, typically, women don't do that. So, if they are doing it, it's because they've been hurt.
No.
So they just do it out of, what I'm saying? That's what they want to do.
Yes.
So in your experience in that realm, in that context, it's just because that's what you want to do. You don't want to invest your emotions into anybody.
I'm not going to invest we're having a conversation, or we're communicating, right? And we're bonding, we're getting to know each other. And I'm just like, okay, maybe this can be, and maybe this can't be. And then we take it to the next step and we have relations, right? At that point, after that, I know that it's either yay or nay nay. And if it's nay nay, then I leave it there at nay nay. It's done. There's nothing that's going to pull me back to texting your phone, which I'm not going to do anyway, or calling you. Like, there's nothing there that's going to make me go back to that.
Why you have the parentheses? I'm not going to do that.
Because I'm not chasing. I don't do chasing.
I think y'all, man, this is why I'm single. 2019, man.
This is why I'm single. 2019.
Women, why can't the roles be what they are?
Which is what?
A man be a man and a woman be a woman.
Because men aren't men.
That has nothing to do with you.
You just asked
that
why
has
the
nothing to
roles
do
are
with
because
you, though.
men aren't men. That's why. When a man start being a man, then we can go back to the roles being what they're supposed to be.
Why can't a woman stay a woman?
We can't. We can't because we have to do your role and ours as well. We have to take on your responsibility and ours as well. So we can't just be the women. We have to be the woman in the man.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's not true for you?
No. That's not true.
It's not true for you. No, it's very much true. It is very much true.
Who made up these roles?
Yeah. Who made the roles
When
of the
God made
women?
Adam and Eve, that's
God
simplified.
made Adam and Eve.
Yes.
But Eve still took on the leadership in that.
Where?
Eve took on a leadership in that relationship.
No.
This is why she
No.
went and ate the apple against his will. Against him. Saying so, right?
She didn't eat the apple.
Well, you know what I mean. He ate the apple?
Yes.
She convinced him to eat the apple?
Yes.
Who had the power?
Who had the power?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by who had the power?
Who had the power? Can
She
someone
had the
convince
power.
you to do something that don't have any...
Man, when you talking that sweet nothing in my ear, you might can convince me to do whatever. You can convince me to do whatever.
Okay.
Men are so emotional now. Yes, is that a bad thing? Being emotional?
No, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I don't think being emotional is bad. I think being weak is bad. And it's a difference between being emotional and being weak.
Women are no longer adored by the men they resemble. At some point.
Women are no longer adored.
So pretty much saying black women are not adored by black men. Or vice versa, black or white. You know what I mean? I'm hoping she really. They were, and women were, when women definitely were not, you know what I'm saying, had a voice. They didn't have a voice.
That side eye that means.
So, you asked who made up the roles, there you go. I didn't make them up. I just came out as a male and grew into a man.
Okay.
And I'm still growing. Daily, I'm still learning daily. So I'm open to new things. I'm not gonna not take care of my responsibilities. I'm not gonna not be held accountable for my responsibilities, my decisions, or anything like that. I think those two things right there set you aside as a man.
Okay, and I just wish all men were like that. I wish all men had the same mindset and all men can be accountable for their responsibilities.
It takes growth, though.
We
It takes growth. Y'all mature faster than us. We know that. We know that. Y'all mature. Women mature way faster than men. So if that's already the consensus, and the census that's been known for decades, what? What are we saying? That's the census. Y'all mature faster than us. Why? Because y'all are nurturers. Y'all already born with I want to help. We're born selfish. I gotta go kill. I gotta go do this. I have to do that. I is first. So nurturer already means I gotta help people. Do you like helping people?
Sure.
A lot of women do. Mm-hmm. That's why they're nurses. That's why they're CNAs, and that's why they're all these other things in the medical field and all.
So because we're nurturers, that means we take care of our responsibilities, and men have an excuse not to take care of their responsibilities.
There's no excuse not to take care of them.
Okay, and so we're talking about the roles and when men step up and
you're still dealing with a boy though. Cause I think in that case,
and it's
some women, some women rush that boy into a man, and he ain't ready to be a man.
Is it?
I believe that happens.
Some women rush the boy into being a man. So age doesn't make you a man.
Oh no.
When is that when is that okay? When is it okay to say that I'm 35 but I'm still a boy?
They have to realize it.
That's not okay. Who has to realize it?
That man, that individual, that guy.
Who's going to hold him accountable for him being 35 and not being a grown man?
I don't know. You can't hold somebody else accountable. They have to hold themselves. Only time you can hold somebody accountable and you get a different result is if they're in the penal system. Because that means now you got to do what somebody else tell you to do.
Right.
Other than that, if they free out here, you can't hold them accountable.
Which is horrible, because we're gonna have 60-year-old boys.
And you probably do today.
60-year-old boys who feel it's okay though. In their mind, it's okay.
Just like R. Kelly felt as though it was okay. Right?
Ugh.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. I don't think it's an excuse. It's teaching. It's teaching. We got to really understand teaching is our upbringing affects our present state. That's just it. What I don't know, I don't know. If I didn't know it then and I wasn't never taught, I don't know now. So I have no way to show what I never was taught. That's just it. That's why I say women rush little boys or grown boys to be a man when they're not ready to be a man. And what I mean by rushing is all we playing house pretty much. We having sex unprotected, we making these babies, we living together. Now, one day he in a room and I'm like, damn, this joint really caving in on me. I'm really the dad, I'm really the provider. I don't know how to do all this shit. I wasn't taught this. You know what I was taught to do? Leave. I could do that. I could do that. That's easy.
But you know the difference, though.
I
do. Men do. Men know the difference. Men know the difference when things get rough and to stick it out or just to leave. It's easier to leave.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
It's easier to leave. So why am I going to give you that title of you being a man when you take the easy road?
That's what I'm saying. So there was a grown boy that you, with everything that was going on, to get in an apartment, a crib together, or whatever y'all did to play house, you did that. 9 times out of 10, he was selfish because all he looked at was the benefits. I'm sleeping with this girl every night. She giving me crazy sex. She giving me crazy head. She can cook. She take care of the kids. She ain't asking no questions. She ain't doing this, that, and the third.
And she accepts you without a beard.
Exactly. All those things. And then something happens. I got to take care of responsibility now that I was never taught when I was young how to take care of.
So we're blaming it on our parents.
No, I'm not saying parents, because whoever birthed everybody don't take care of them.
Well, we're bringing it on our guardians.
So what I'm saying is this is why things need to be taught at a younger age. Money, finances, responsibility, how to do this, how to do that. All these things need to be taught. Because guess what? When you get at a certain age, or what should happen, once you get at a certain age, now I can do this to my own house. Right?
Right.
So once that happens, or the lack thereof, now the walls is caving in. So one day, this nigga just in the room like, oh fuck, I really gotta be here. I can't get up and come when I leave. I mean, get up and go where I want to. I really have to
be a grown man.
Yeah. That scares people. That scares a lot of dudes. It does. Because if you didn't know that you was walking into a haunted house and you're scared of haunted houses, how would you feel?
We can't use that.
What?
You can't use that.
Why not? That's what's happening. I'm walking into a spot or a position that I wasn't aware of that it was. I didn't have the tools when I was younger to teach me how to deal with it. So that's what's going on. A lot of families or a lot of guys are dealing with that. Some want to get rid of it. Some want to break the generational curse. Some want to be the man. But it's hard when you have women that's saying the roles have been reversed. And I don't want, not that I don't see them going back to the way they were.
I definitely want them to go back. So this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a fact that the roles have been reversed. And I definitely would like it to go back. Like, take us back to, how it's supposed to be. But we both know.
That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
I can tell you why. And it's very easy. Again, we as men are going to take what you give us.
Okay.
We're going to do that.
Okay.
That's without question. But then there are some females that don't push that man. So what I mean by that is he'll lose his job. Oh, babe, you can come stay with us. You got 2-3 kids already. Now y'all having another one. So that's 3, 4, however many you got. He ain't had no job. That's why he was with you or moved in with you. So now he still ain't got no job and you got a kid yourself? Okay, we're gonna move past that because, that happens. Whatever. So now you got an in-house babysitter. Possibly. Until he be like, man, I'm tired of babysitting these kids.
But then you might be here watching these.
Exactly. I'm gonna take care of the one. Now that starts an argument. Because usually,
You ain't doing nothing. The least
You
do
didn't.
is watch these kids.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna watch my one. No, you don't do that. You seen when you came into this joint, it was a package.
Right.
But that starts an argument. So to avoid the argument with some females, I would like to think some females like to avoid. Some don't. Some
Who
do.
who
Some
argues
don't.
with a man with no job? You don't have a say so no more.
So here's my thing. This is what's happening. May not be in your house, but a lot of houses, these women are housing men.
And they're okay with that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're okay with being housed.
Yeah.
So then you have to accept.
Why would I milk the cow when why would I go to milk the cow when I get all my milk for free?
Okay, you're getting your milk for free. Now you're going to have to deal with all the rules that I'm giving because now you're a child of mine. And you're going to follow my rules as if you're a child of mine.
But that is your house. Imagine how many houses that are around you that are not like your house. There is no requirement of, I'm not even saying a requirement because I would like to believe every house requires income. So
It should.
bring it.
Mm-hmm.
But, things happen. Things happen. Not saying that it doesn't. Things do happen. So, are you going to look for a job today? We're going to say, yeah, we filled out some ads, all these things that, I can even take it back further. The nigga probably got cases that he can't get some type of work. But y'all like them bad guys.
I'm okay.
Y'all, what I'm saying? So,
Okay
a lot of
with
women like them bad guys.
They do.
So, these are some of the things that you have to deal with when you deal with bad guy, lack of honest employment. So, now they on the couch, things are
They ain't
happening.
on my couch either.
Or they're in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Because you got house dick now, so they probably
You got
should.
in-house.
Yeah.
But
So
you have that in the dresser.
some people don't do that or want that. Why do that when I have in-house dick?
Why have the headache? When you done with them, you can take the batteries out.
That's you. Again, everybody's not running their house like Sharice. So that's just that. Some people will deal with that. They're crazy. And you know what's funny about this? These are the people that says positive vibes only, dealing with this.
That's what they post, positive
Yeah,
vibes?
this is that. These are the people that's dealing with positive vibes only, and you're dealing with that. This is why I don't believe Facebook for like 75% of the things I see.
Can we break it to 50?
No, 75 of the things I see on Facebook, I do not agree with. I don't think it's true. Because you're supposed to uplift. Well, I ain't gonna say you're supposed to. You should uplift. You should be encouraging.
Right.
But your house is a mess. So, be real first. If you're gonna do anything, be real. This nigga's on my couch drinking my damn son's drinks again, man. Shit, let's go. How do I get him out of here?
Wearing your son's socks.
Stretching them joints.
Stretching them.
Like,
For
yeah.
4 days. You
So,
take them off and they still in the same shape.
Man.
It's his feet.
these are some
Too
things
much.
that happen. Like,
This is too much.
and it's a sad thing, especially for men. Me as a black man, it's trifling.
Trifling.
But y'all have a hand in it. Women.
I hear you. I hear you say we have a hand in it, but when do you take responsibility for you as a man?
That's the part you have to understand.
What? What am I understanding?
When I say that you're forcing a grown boy to be a man, that's the part you got to understand.
Yeah, I would never understand that.
Because
I would never.
it sounds like to me that you're saying age, like you should be. No.
You should be. You should.
No.
You should. You should be able to take care of it, even if you can't take care. As a man in a relationship, what are your things you're supposed to do? Be the protector, be the provider, okay? Be that. How could you say you're in something and you can't fulfill those two things?
And it's not a lot. See, and
It's
I've looked at the disparity. Women have to do a lot. Women have to do a lot. I'm not denying that. I'm not. The least we could do is those two.
At the very least.
The least we could do. If that's the least, why are they the most hard? Because we weren't taught correctly. A woman, you can teach your son how to be a gentleman. You can teach him how to treat a woman, how to talk to a woman, how to respect a woman, how to listen to a woman, all these things. You cannot teach that. You cannot teach your son how to be a man to that woman. You can teach him how to be a gentleman to her. You can do all that. I think that's a woman. That's one of a woman's job as well. That would be, unless his dad is gay and he has another man there to do those things. That's a woman's job. That's it. But for a man to be taught how to be a man, how to pay a bill, how to provide, how to protect, how to do all these things. It takes another man to be like, son, this is what you need to do at this time. When she's at this time in the month, this is what happens. This is how you need to pull back a little bit. Don't be so hard up on her. She's going through some things. It takes a real man to do that, and we don't have a lot of them out here. We got a lot of males. We got a lot of dudes. The world is populated with boys, but men, no, because selfish. That's our number one killer. Selfish pride and ego. Man,
and they're all one other kind. Deadly. You put them all together.
And guess what? It don't even matter if you're BBW, slim, fast, fat, whatever.
Slim.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because it's our problem. But again, I'm saying, y'all play a hand in it. Y'all play a hand in it.
I hear you. We play a hand in it.
Y'all gonna give us all the cookies and never put us in the kitchen to bake our own.
Is that our job?
I'm not gonna say it's your job.
Is that our
I'm
job?
not gonna say it's
teach
your
you
job.
how to be a man.
I'm not saying that it's your job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying as far as my mom,
Mm-hmm.
my dad, they made cookies, but they never set me in here and be like, you know what? This is how you make the cookies. This is how you do it. You get up, you put this thing together, then you put it in the oven and let it bake on 425 for however long.
Yeah, I teach my son we not having these issues.
See what I'm saying?
Not having these issues.
But even then,
I can't accept it.
there's going to have to be a man that come and be like, you know what? This is how you be a man.
To whom?
To your son. I'm telling you, you can teach him how to be a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have no doubt in my mind, you are doing that. He's going to have to learn how to be a man from a man, a real man. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because you're not a real man.
I'm not.
You're not a man at all. So that's all I'm saying. That's it. The food we were fed, GMO impacting our bodies and mind. I mean, you can say that. You can say that, but I'm gonna say, what do men play a hand in though? I'm trying to. She said.
Yeah, and do mothers love their sons and raise their daughters?
Can you answer
Because
that?
how could I? You
'Cause
just sat here and said that
No,
I
'cause
can't
you have-
teach my son. I can't teach my son how to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a female, so I can raise my daughters. I can show my daughters how to be a woman.
Right. So can you do that to a man? Your son?
Can I show him how to be a woman?
Exactly.
No. Why would I
Exactly.
want to show my son
Exactly.
how to be a woman?
So in reverse,
but
you
I
can
can
teach
show
him
him
how
how
to
to deal with women.
Yes.
I can show him how to
be a gentleman.
Exactly.
Yes. So there's going to have to be a male figure around to teach him how to be a man and what men do and what men don't do.
And if there isn't, then he becomes what?
Nothing.
One of those men who we speak of. Who
No,
aren't
I'm
men.
not saying.
One
I'm
of
not
those
saying.
boys
I'm
that-
not saying that won't happen. I'm not saying that will happen. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying, there has to be a balance.
Mhm.
What we're dealing with now is tough and sensitive. There has to be a balance in the two, I believe. Women give off sensitivity to their sons a lot. A lot. A lot. They give it off. I'm not saying you are sensitive, I'm just saying.
We don't just give off sensitivity.
Yes, you do. You do. That's
But
why.
that's not all we do.
No, I'm not saying that's all you do. I'm just saying they give it off because that's that nurturer. That's those nurturing pheromones. I can run to mom when I fall down. Mommy gonna baby me up. That's your job. Me,
What you gonna do?
you bleeding? You got a broken bone? All right, keep going. We fall down. We get up. You can cry. I'm not that dad that be like, yo, don't cry. Man up. I'm not that guy. I'm not that dad. Because when you're hurt, you should cry. You should show emotion. Now, there's a such thing as overdoing it. There is a such thing as overdoing it.
Is there such thing as overdoing emotions, or is there such thing
Overcrying.
as being weak?
No.
Because we back to that thing again, being emotional, being weak.
Huh?
So
if your son cries too much, he's being weak.
if my son is girling, he's being weak. Yes. If my son is doing too much girling,
Okay,
too much
so-
crying, too much of broken wrists, then he's weak. He's being weak. And it's a difference. It's a difference from my son showing emotion and being weak. Yes.
There is a difference. But where's the fine line? See, you have to know your son, and you do, to know that line. We all do. We know our kids once they're faking, once they're, you know what I'm saying, doing the most. We all know our own kids in that regard. So, yeah. I'm just saying there must be a balance.
Okay.
There has to be.
I agree. I agree.
There has to be a balance in that because you don't, one side will win. And if I'm around females all the time, guess what that's going to lead me to be?
What?
Female-ish. Huh? You agree? You don't agree?
Sure.
Hey, P.
Hey, what's going on,
I
bro?
don't know, you all right? Welcome back.
I just had to go to my son's basketball game.
Oh, okay.
While I was at my son's basketball game,
Yeah.
he exhibited traits of being female-ish.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See? Please explain.
Arguing with his teammates, not focused on the goal,
Mm-hmm.
worrying about what the last person did,
Right.
not worried about the next play.
Mm-hmm.
That's female-ish?
Females have the tendency to look too far into the future and complain about the things that just happened. As a man, you focus on the task at hand. You're building a house. You can't worry about the basement if you put it on the roof. Right?
One
You gotta
thing at a
think.
time.
You gotta think about the task at hand. Most females, when you're in a relationship, y'all are worried about next month when we got something to do right now. Let's accomplish this goal right here in front of us and work on the next. The steps. No?
I definitely think that it should be some future looking into here. Like I understand to take it to
How do we get to
handle
the
this
future? Correctly.
passing this day and going forward.
Right.
Okay, but don't if I'm passing this day before I looked into the future to this day.
Oh, you did?
I did.
The goal is
back-
the goal is graduation. The
Mhm.
present is the classes. If you're focused on graduation, then you're not focused on the classes. Then you'll miss most of what you bring in.
Yeah,
So you'll pass with D's, but guess what you won't be able to do?
Higher education. For free. Free higher education.
So my thing is it's hard. It is very hard for a woman to raise a man. But if there's a man in place that can teach him how to be a man, you have to
Just a
let go
male
of the reins.
figure. I'm not saying that it has to be your dude. It can be your brother if you have one, your uncle, someone. Just a male figure that can teach him, even in that sports context. Yo, you supposed to know. Even if you are mad at them,
At
you
your
don't show
team,
it.
at your teammate.
Yeah, you don't show it.
How y'all gonna win if you arguing with
Yeah,
your teammate?
how you do that?
What's the other team doing?
That's
They
a life
laughing at you.
lesson. Guess what? Guess what that tell him? If I got a team with my girl, no, we can't argue to get things done. We can talk. I can pull you to the side, yo. This is what you should have did on this play.
So y'all trying to sit here and say that y'all have never been his son. You have never played a sport and got mad at
No,
them.
that's not what we're saying.
Okay, so when you did it, did you feel okay being called female-ish?
What I'm
Was
saying is
was that okay to you?
the-
That made you feel good?
No, and that's why, and the coaches would say, "Yo, you're doing too much
Yeah,
arguing. We're
okay.
not
You
doing
don't
enough
do that.
wrestling, right? We're arguing too much."
So
what do
why
we
wasn't
hear?
that the talk when you came in here and said my son was doing too much arguing? Why he was being female-ish?
Because when you deal with a situation where you watch people argue and you watch people fuss,
So this is what we do. We argue. We fuss.
we don't.
As females.
Y'all don't?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm good time.
Then you're one of the ones that ain't arguing and fussing, but you have those that do.
But there's also males that do it all the time.
Well, then maybe
Who
they
thrive
can-
off of it.
Maybe
That's the female-ish race.
raised by a female.
We still going to the female-ish. Oh my goodness.
I mean, we go to the male, not setting forth the standard, right? And
Setting
how
forth the
hard,
standard.
yes, as a man, like you have to set the standard to be a man, right? Just like you have to set the standard for young women to be a woman, right?
So this is he was going. How could you set the standard of being a man and you aren't that? What makes you a man?
What you mean? What makes you?
What makes you your man? You're gentle. You're
No.
okay then. So how could
Being
you
able
set the
to-
standard as being a man and we have a lot of boys and not enough men?
But see, this is the thing though. If you're questioning all the men, then all the men are boys, right? But if you're not able to pick out the ones in the community that are
It's easy
men,
to pick 'em out.
that are men.
Oh, that are men.
See what I mean? You're looking for the ones that aren't. Why are you looking for the ones that
But
aren't?
I'm not.
That's
because
I'm not looking for the ones that aren't. But I can see you. I can see the ones that aren't men.
Right. So, and when you see the rain, what do you do?
When I see
When you look outside, you see this going to rain. What do you do?
I was
You prepare for the rain,
Yeah, I'm
right?
gonna know.
All right. So you prepare to be,
I'm done.
and you prepare not to be
Thank
wet, not to get your hair messed up. You
Mhm.
prepare for all that,
Right.
right? That's that right now. It might not even rain. The rain hasn't come yet, but you see the clouds. So you're prepared
Preparation.
for later. But you thought about it. It's not something you ain't walking around all day. It's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. No, you prepared for it. So when I say, as a man, my son has to say, oh, he's playing basketball. It's okay to show emotion.
Yeah.
Because guess what? When he's emotional, when they win it, they love it.
Uh-huh.
But when they lose it, you can't point at your teammate. Because you need this person.
Exactly.
5 seconds from now, you're gonna need this person to feel comfortable with bringing the ball up, with passing the ball.
Right.
And if you're yelling at him about he's not doing nothing right, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna fuck up.
Exactly.
That's just physics. That's human nature. If I'm constantly harping on you about what you're not doing, you're gonna fuck up.
But if I encourage you, if I talk to, this is why delivery is important, even in sports context. Again, I played sports in the lines and all that, outside the line. So talking to somebody nice and approaching them and being like, you know what, I think you should have did this that way. Yeah, man. And they probably even thinking about it themselves. That's camaraderie. That's relationship. That's all these things. That's being nice. Typically, when arguments, I would like to say this is what you're saying, or believe this is what you're saying. When arguments taking place, it was festering for a while. A woman got tired of it because a man's not gonna get tired of it 9 times out of 10. And now she's just, why the fuck you ain't do that? La, 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 la. That's what's happening. So at that point,
Everybody's fucked up.
it's female-ish because a female has started it.
I
That's
feel
all
like I hope I'm saying her name, Tanina.
to me.
Tania, she has said, that's immature, right?
Yeah,
To a point it is,
it is.
right? But most people that argue, when you see a dude arguing outside on the street, what do you say? Yo, he was acting like a bro. Chicks even say,
Yeah.
So now we sit here and we say you female-ish.
That's different.
How is that female?
We just not trying to say we.
I mean, we just witnessed something.
just
You
not
said
saying you
he
ain't
acting
a
like a
bitch.
broad. So for me, this is why I say you have the absentee fathers.
That's
right?
big.
That's big. You feel me? The fathers that just don't want to be there.
That's another big
That's
thing.
big. But when you have the men that want to be there, allow them to be there. Take your hands off him for a little bit, mom. You have to, because I understand that I cannot raise a female. Not have her be a whole female. She's gonna take some of my attributes and run her relationships like I would run mine.
Mm-hmm.
She has to come to you for that female guidance. So you know that I have to take my hands off my daughter and allow her mother to raise her. She has to take her hands off her son and allow her father to raise her.
Or a man
His father
that's
raised.
okay with even the responsibility.
You say that's not okay. It's never okay to be bickering and to be going back and forth. But I walked in on the conversation, so I'm sorry. I just heard females.
We went off.
You sang the right tune.
We were talking about BBWs and then we went.
Yeah, we did. That's what we do around here.
Yeah, I left on the
Different-
BBWs. I thought we was gonna come here. We was talking about what constitutes.
Do you
a
like BBW?
I like a full figure woman.
That's not what I asked.
I don't know I was about to ask you what constitutes. A lot of people say a lot of things, but the majority of people saying one thing. Make it right.
Cherie said a BBW starts at a 12. 'Cause that's what
Pickums.
what's the store?
Ashley
Stewart.
Stewart.
Ashley Stewart starts at
Yeah,
right.
12 and forward.
Right. Right. Hips constitute a BBW.
So you do like a BBW,
I just said I like a thick woman.
but you don't.
What is a
but you wouldn't want her to
BBW?
ride you.
It depends on how big, how BBW she is.
Why?
What you
Why
mean
does it
why? Because I like
depend?
my hips.
So we gonna break you.
Yeah,
If you are over a certain like this,
If you're serving
we had
You're not being
we had
realistic.
260.
How?
I'm not being realistic.
You're not. We're not
Every
gonna break
BBW
you.
is
What are
not-
we breaking?
Every BBW.
Pelvic
time
bones.
out. Okay, all right. So there is
We're
friction.
not putting
Is
all
there
of it-
friction in sex? Yes or no?
There is friction.
There is friction in
Yes.
sex. Every BBW, every female doesn't know how to ride, right? And every BBW is not light on their feet. So when I'm saying like you look at certain people just about how heavy they walk, tells me you ain't getting on top of me. We not about to do this. Get the baby powder. You're not about to have me all chafed up.
Hit the oil.
Get the baby powder.
Lube it up.
So is it you?
It's a joke.
Had,
It's a joke. It's a joke. You gotta understand it's a joke.
Had
Everybody
come across
takes
a
this
BBW
serious.
who wasn't very wet,
Me?
lubricated,
Me?
naturally.
It's a joke.
No, I'm asking a question.
No, I've never ran across most BBWs are very warm and
Warm and fuzzy.
ain't fuzzy. If she fuzzy, she need to shave.
Warm
We're not doing the
fuzzy.
kiwi. We're not
You
doing the
don't
kiwi.
like fuzzy?
Huh?
You don't like the natural?
I don't like the natural.
Yes.
Not if you can shave it. Why I gotta be there?
Why does it have to be there?
If you can shave
So,
it.
like we have an option for it to be there?
You do?
Yeah, you can shave it.
Okay.
No,
That's an
I'm
option.
saying it grows.
Right,
It grows there, so
Right. Your fingernails grow, but you shave them down.
or not,
You shave them down.
or not.
Your fingernails are not long and they're not in the Guinness Book of Records. Those people do not shave, so you have an option to cut them down, just like you have an option to shave. Right? I don't have a problem with hair. See, if we're talking like
I have a
if we're being serious, I don't have a problem with hair because for how long were we growing up where women like we
I have
weren't-
a problem.
You weren't worried about her waxing and all that other
That's
stuff.
before I knew what the
But the
bad side of hair.
The
Which
bad
is
side of
what?
waxing.
What's the?
Right? Why do you think hair is in your nose?
But
and
you
your
don't
ears?
have that. It's a
to
form
filter out the dirt.
It's
the
a
dirt.
form of protection too
Right.
from things getting in and things like that.
You get an infection.
But it also holds dirt. And a compound of dirt stinks, along with
Wait a minute.
Along with-
Wait a minute.
your own bodily fluids.
So every vagina that's been shaved smells like roses to you and strawberries?
No, I'm not saying it do.
Okay. And every vagina you smelt that had hair on it
It was bad.
stink?
It was a bad experience.
Are you serious right
It was a
now?
bad experience. I'd rather have the little nubbles, the little stubbles coming back. Then we got to cut that off.
What's the smell? What's the odor? Is it piss?
All that, man. You know how they say what's some things that females have? What
I
they
mean,
say?
hair, we understand.
Dingleberries and all that.
Dingleberries.
That they say men have.
So
Females have had that shit too.
So you dealing with a chick that's not
Clean.
that's not washing up
that could be possible.
Then that's not on the hair.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it's on the hair, but literally
I think you can't blame it on the
literally
hair.
is on the hair.
You have to blame it on her hygiene.
That's true.
'Cause
Yeah.
there are those
But
that
guess
do not
what?
stink with hair.
Guess what though?
What?
If that hair wasn't there, it wouldn't have got caught.
The hair is a warning sign that she's not clean if it stinks, bro. She could shave the hair off, and then you don't know she stink until you.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
Let me see the warning signs.
You
Wait,
want to see
so
the
wait a
warning
minute.
signs?
Wait a minute.
If there is something to be warned about, absolutely, you can get warned about falling rocks. And without the falling rock sign, you don't know that this rock is possibly.
I understand that, but I'm just
Deers
saying.
crossing, you don't know that.
I would. My warning sign is before I go down there, I give you that little drink, and you got to smell that just like I got to smell it.
Wait, what?
Oh,
What did you just say?
That's the-
You gonna make her smell
you,
herself?
got to,
That's why they act like they do about it.
you got to go there.
You gotta-
If you can't taste it or smell it before I do, what? You got to shake it.
She smell it every day,
But
whether
she-
it stink or not.
If she know it's stinking, ain't tell me, then yeah, we have a
Maybe
problem.
maybe it doesn't stink to
Her? Nah. Nope, I ain't going with that one.
I mean, seriously, like maybe am I lying, Sheree?
Oh, I can talk now?
You can always talk.
Okay. I'm just lost for words because he just said so you're gonna make them smell themselves.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make them taste themselves.
Why not? We gotta do a taste test. I told you about you got to test drive the car. That's a part of the test drive. What's wrong with that?
I just feel like you would know if a woman has an odor before you
moment
even
she
stick your
open her legs.
exactly, and before you even
Oh,
open
what
her
do-
leg, you can
And
smell it through her
especially if we
clothes.
talking about
You
BBW,
can smell-
especially if she a BBW. My man put a post up today. If her sit down air don't stink. Shout out to Tim Richardson, man. I love a BBW if her sit down air don't stink.
Don't stink.
Right, she sit down there. You already know.
Yeah, you know, in that case, yeah.
Right. So you might be dealing with some BBWs with short arms.
I can't
They
reach
can't
it.
She on her T-Rex shit. Why she so mad? Because my arms are so short.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I ain't never ran across that.
Yeah, hair is not good.
Most BBWs I know,
Hair's not
they
good.
are highly.
Not on it. It could be around it. You can doctor it up real nice and keep a little patch
They
here.
are high water specialists.
Yeah. I haven't met too many, you know what I'm saying, BBWs that don't like the water. That don't like I haven't met the ones that's not clean.
Oh, you just said her. Oh, you was just speaking from
Yeah, I'm just a general.
possibilities.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've never did that.
Oh.
No.
Why say it then? How's it
Because you know how we do things, we got to be well rounded. There are some out there.
That wasn't no well-rounded situation.
We can't just say everybody smell good and everything.
That's why I said some people just have a naturally funky odor.
Yeah.
Again, food has an impact on body sense. So if she eating McDonald's 4 for 4s every day, it's a possibility she gonna smell like them red onions.
Mm-hmm. I don't like onions.
I definitely don't eat
You don't like onions?
She smelling like 2J's.
Oh, you don't like the smell of onions? But
I
you
don't eat onions at all.
Oh.
What do onions do? Why you say like that's a term?
I mean, I just nothing I can cook without onions. Onions is in everything.
Maybe he likes sauteed onions and just
I don't
not.
like them on nothing. I don't.
That's probably why he sent back my shrimp and grits.
I don't eat onions.
Send it back.
And it was
Send it back.
spicy.
It was.
She
nice.
talking about it was
I mean,
Creole.
it was Cajun.
Yeah,
That's the
It was
word,
Cajun.
Cajun.
It was Cajun. it's
And
spicy.
he couldn't.
Yeah,
He
I
can't
can
handle
handle
the
the
hot.
I can handle the heat.
You can't do
You
it.
can't hang out with me. We
No.
got sauce on
Yeah,
everything.
I know y'all do.
Yeah.
It was.
All y'all,
I know.
you know,
Please.
yeah, y'all got problems.
Yes.
No, that's too much.
spicy. Yes.
Burn your asshole.
Oh my, it was static.
That's.
Only if you got that Americanized asshole.
You shit that drink out. You know, what is this? That's how you go on the toilet.
No.
That's exactly how you on the toilet. What is this?
It all come
I
out the way it's
can't do that.
It's well rounded. It all come out the way it's supposed to.
Hot.
Nobody tell you to eat 20 ghost peppers.
What? No. Try garlic. I love garlic though. Garlic is
Well, they go hand in hand.
No, they don't. No, they
Onions
don't.
and garlic go hand in hand.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
I don't know.
I don't agree. BBWs, man.
They're God's gift to men. There's so much to do.
What do you mean by that?
There's just so much to touch.
Oh, so much to touch.
So much to touch. So much to rub. Throw your leg up on her in the middle of the night.
Especially if you have a flexible one. Have you came across a flexible BBW?
What's a flexible BBW?
A flexible who can her legs can hit the backboard, or who can do a split.
They gonna go back there regardless.
No, you're not about to break.
You're trying to dislocate
You
the
can't
hip.
do that. You can't make. You
dislocate the hip,
cannot
bro.
make having sex
It's like,
unenjoyable.
What was that? What was that? Lethal Weapon with Mel Gibson with dislocated shoulder to get out of the situation?
Yeah.
Pop that hip right
Pop it
out.
right
Alright,
back
so isn't it better when you don't have to force it?
I'm not forcing it, I'm just pushing it back.
It is better. Definitely.
If she is capable of doing that, then she's the number one. I wonder why she's single. I know she's crazy.
Saddle, she doesn't saddle.
No, she crazy.
Single.
If she's single and she can do all that, she got all them circus tricks.
Mm-hmm.
She crazy.
She's crazy.
Yeah, she crazy.
Certified.
Certified, institutionalized,
Mm.
out on the run. She the people that can see in Bird Box.
She a fugitive.
She can see the shit. She wants you to see the shit. She put them legs behind her head if she want. I'm out.
It's not too many big women like BBWs that can do that though.
Shit, it's a few.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
They ain't always.
Like, I'm about to line you up.
You about to
I'm about to
line
line
Don't
him
line
up.
me up.
I'm gonna line him up.
Don't knock me
Damn.
up. Please.
I'm gonna need you to broaden.
Don't knock me
Your
up.
horizon.
Line
For
him
real.
up.
Hey man.
And just tag him in because you can do it. Because men can have sex without emotion. So you can do it. On one lead, the next one's coming.
I'm not at that place anymore.
In life? Oh, you passed it.
Yeah.
So I can't line you up.
Don't line me up. I need some real shit.
We need some Back to the Future going on here.
I need some.
future.
I need some real shit.
Time
man.
machine.
She said she could
I'm
line
getting
you up,
old.
and you said you want emotion now.
That's what we was talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Role reversal. Men is want we want the emotion on that. Where we are.
I mean, men have always wanted it.
I ain't gonna say always.
What you mean?
We haven't always expressed it.
Because it wasn't, you never had to beg for it. You see, at some point, a woman knew what a man needed. Then when women became independent, it was what they needed. They didn't need a man. So if you don't need a man, you're not gonna do anything to please a man. You're gonna do everything for that to please you, right? So it wasn't a role reversal. It was, I don't need a man, literally. So I'm not gonna do the extra to please a man. You look at that movie, The 300. Was that woman not catering to that man? And he was a warrior, but he needed that love. What drove him to come home and to fight extra hard and to cut off 300 extra heads? It was her love. It was her support. It was her loving her child and loving him at the same time. Women ain't doing that no more. I ain't got time for that shit. That nigga know what he need to do. Well, damn. I don't know what I need to do. And what allows a man to go on to
Wait, why wouldn't you know what you need to do? As a man, why don't you know what you need to do?
So this is where we're
Go
at.
ahead, bro.
As a woman, why don't you know what you need to do?
We do,
What
and
do
we
you need to do? As a
handle what
woman,
we
what do
need
you
to do.
As a
We
woman,
handle
what is a
our
woman?
Out and out right
We-
now. I'm gonna
Listen,
let you go at it.
As a woman, what is a woman's primary responsibility in life?
What it should be,
No, what is it?
because we do everything. We do what we're supposed to do and what you're supposed to do.
Why?
You're supposed to be the protector and provider. We're protecting and we're
Why are
providing.
you protected?
We're doing everything else because you're not.
Why are we not?
Because
Okay,
because we allow you not to do so.
Calm down, Sharice.
I'm calm, but I need y'all to understand because when do we take responsibility? When, as a man, do you take responsibility in knowing that you're not doing what you're supposed to do? As a man.
As a man, I asked you, what is the woman supposed to do? And you gave
Follow
me
your lead.
Okay.
We're supposed to follow
what women are doing. What woman is doing that right now?
none because we are the leaders.
Okay, so time out. Hold on. So if you've taken the spot as a man, what spot is the man supposed to do?
Take your role back. It's the reason why we took it.
How do you take a role back from someone who is not ready to relinquish it? I have to kill you to do that.
No, I'm ready. He's like, Tim, take this.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, take
So
it.
when
I
you-
don't
so when
want to
you-
be
so when you're
which
dating-
I'm not supposed
So
to be.
wouldn't that say you would have to play the role as the damsel in distress?
Wouldn't that say you would have to play the role of the person that is accepting help and is craving help?
Yes.
Do
Which is
women,
okay.
Are women doing that right now?
No.
Right.
No,
So
why
how,
we cannot.
so at what point are you're speaking English and I'm speaking French? You'll never understand what I'm saying.
No, we're speaking in circles because you don't want to accept that men are boys and they're not men.
Okay, so men are boys. So what now?
It's nothing. It's never gonna go back. It's not gonna
So
go
it's
back.
over.
It's over.
All right. As long as you know that it's over, then well, why are we talking about BBWs? Because what you have to offer me, I can't even enjoy it because I'm a boy.
I don't think that it's over. I just believe, my personal opinion, that there can't be two alphas.
Right.
There can't be two alphas in any what do you want to call that?
How come that's like that in our community, but it's not like that in the other communities? How come when you go into the Chinese communities,
Pride.
the woman is okay with letting the person lead, saying that he knows how to lead. He has to learn how to lead. Everything is about learning. It's about
Giving them chances.
a maturation
Right.
of a leader,
Right.
right? Because Barack Obama wasn't always the leader he was when he first met Michelle. He
Right.
grew into that.
He was allowed to grow into that. He
Is
was
she
not
help?
beat down. He was not told that he couldn't do it. He couldn't say, "Oh, well, you can't do this, or you can't do that, or you can't do that." Like, I get it, right?
That takes a
I,
toll
I,
on
I
you.
get it. Like our black women, and Navati says it all the time, are the most unprotected species in the world. Right? That's not due to us not trying. That might be due to people accepting things and trading other things off for their personal benefit. It benefits a certain group of people.
Right.
We're getting equal rights as women. We're moving forward. We don't need a man.
Equal pay and everything.
The white woman came into the black community saying, "Don't y'all need independence?" when the black woman already had it. The black woman was already working. The black woman was feeding their kids. We didn't need to be separated and to be told that the black woman could run some shit because the black woman was already doing it.
Always.
Big Mama was already running the house.
The
Pop went to work, brought the check
neighborhood.
in, and Big Mama broke it down and made sure everybody ate.
In the
But what did
neighborhood,
who did she feed first? Who was the king of the castle?
Pop.
Who was the man that made the rules?
Got the big chicken.
Was never not allowed to make the rules, even though she basically took care of everything else. We got away from that. And you began to tell men that they were worthless and that they couldn't do nothing and I could do it on my own. And then what did the men do? Well,
That's what she said. All right.
oh.
Might as well be what she said. I already am.
Right. So you have to have an understanding that every man works the same way. If it was going on in the white communities and they was tearing down their men, it would be the same damn thing. If it was happening in the Chinese community, it would be the same damn thing.
So
but all the other women have allowed their men to lead.
So where the blame?
No,
There is no blame to go around. You are the exception to the rule. It's not the blame. I'm not going to blame you for being independent. I need you to be independent because we're warriors. We come from warriors. We come from revolutionaries. We come from people that had kingdoms and we were in the trenches with the lions.
Right.
Nobody else got lions.
Got lions.
He was worried about goats and shit. Bears that hibernate during the winter. We worried about lions roaming the whole jungle every day. So yes, our women are strong. Our women can be independent, but why be independent? What are you birthing when you're independent? What's the next stage after independence?
Who wants that though?
Who wants what?
What female wants to say that they
I agree with
want
that,
to
Karen.
be independent? Like we want our allow the men to when.
But I don't think P is saying anything is wrong with being independent.
Mm-hmm.
There is a such thing as being overly independent. though.
There's a such thing as being independent and then tearing somebody down while you're doing it. It's a such thing
Well, yeah.
as being unique.
I definitely don't believe. I definitely believe, and I guess this is what you're saying. We don't know how to talk to each other.
Right, and I agree.
We don't know how to uplift one another, support, encourage, and still have a disagreement, and still I don't like what you did yesterday, and things like that. We have to express that and keep it going until I win. That's how we are as a people right now. We have to win, and we have to show that we've won until we feel as though we've won. Where a man can be like, okay, you won. I'm done. I bow out. A woman needs to know that I got the belt, my hand is raised. Some women, I'm not gonna say all, some women need to know, some men need to know, my hand is raised. They showing like a WWE wrestling match. I gotta know that I won. Give me my belt. I need the whole arena to see that I won. Instead of going behind closed doors, having a discussion, a conversation, mild-mannered, very adult-like, very mature, and break things down where we all get the pieces that we need out of it. Let's grow from it. Let's encourage afterwards. Let's not be mad.
To the victor goes the spoils.
Exactly.
So this is what you have to understand. It shouldn't be a war between us. We've
been through enough wars.
Bro, but I look at it like the whole community. You show me a black community that's thriving. You can't find one.
Not a whole community.
In the whole world. And you say, why is that? Because we're at a constant war at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to say, all right, listen, there are certain things that you want, there are certain things that I want. As a whole, as a people, like, all right, we got to get back to family dynamics in our community. If we can't do that, then we'll never win. Right now, you see what they about to start doing? They about to make a documentary about Michael Jackson. They about to make a documentary about Jay-Z. They gonna take all our legends down. Why? Because we will attack ourselves and have a field day behind it before we attack anybody else. We're not even allowed to go back and tell the people that abused us for 400 years they was wrong. It's old. Get over it.
Get over it.
Girl, what you mean? No, that is real.
That shit
It's
hurts.
still going on right now.
Yeah.
We can't put our foot on nobody else's neck but our own. And we do it so easily.
Daily.
Men fighting, but they trained us to do this. The women are fighting the men. The young fighting the old. The dark skin fighting the light skin. The rich fighting the poor. The only thing that separates us for real, is those things. Young, old, rich, poor, men, women. Other than that, we all black. So with me, it's like, I'm looking at it at a deeper root. It's a deeper root, as opposed to just men and women being independent and why. Okay, yeah, you put in all that shit. But I want to get beyond that. Do you find the way we live to be acceptable right now? The way we're treated?
No.
Right. So if it's not acceptable, then we have to work to fix it. And the only way we work to fix it is together.
We're not doing that.
You can't continue to tell me where I fucked up, and I can't tell you where you fucked up. The other day I said, nah, you're right. You are 100% right. We have dropped the ball as far as men protecting the women. The black man protecting the women. And that's through the misogyny of rap music. That's through the way we talk to them, the way we approach them, the way we court them, everything, the way we open the door for them, everything. But we can't continue to tell people what they did wrong and expect them to get anything right. Or want to get anything right.
Right.
Because they're going to accept being wrong.
It doesn't matter if they accept being wrong. You know what they did wrong, right? And that's it. I'm not going to give you another opportunity to do me wrong like that, but I get why you're standing here, right? So I'm a build you up so maybe you won't make that mistake again. How do you fail a test? What's the only way you're going to pass the test again? To study, to improve, right? Not me, I'm not going to keep on faulting that F in your face. You got F, you got F, you got F. You ain't never going to get a B. You ain't never going to get a D. You're going to always get an F. But I get it. It takes a lot for you to say, you know what? I have to help this person improve. I have to help this man, whoever he is. You don't have to still be in a relationship with him. If you think I'm telling you to stay with somebody that done fucked up and that abused you, hell no. You can leave. If y'all got kids together, though, it's your job to make sure he is a man and a father to your kids. Okay. Right? Because you're robbing your kids. Right. Because you feel away. Right. Which then gives what to your kid? That gives them a chip on their shoulder to pass down. You're passing down your animosities, your inefficiencies, and your attitude to children that are going to pass it down again. And then pass it down again. We're dealing with damn near 5 generations of people being passed down hatred and disdain and independence. And no matter what you tell a person, they're going to still say the same thing. That ain't true. That ain't how it happened. Well, show me something different. Show me and your family something different.
And we can't.
No, and the ones that can't, I'm not doing what she did. She stuck around through all that shit. She's stupid. But she got everything. She happy. Her kids is good.
Right. There it is.
She allowed her husband to be a man now? Listen, please stop assessing blame. It distorts solution. Stop assessing it. Stop giving it. I don't give blame. I try not to give blame. I take full credit for everything I've ever done. Too much sometimes. You know, bro, you don't have to keep saying you're sorry. I am. I apologize. That way you can't throw it in my face again. I fucked up. I said it the other day. Women repeat after me. I was wrong. How many women jumped on that post and said, I ain't apologizing.
Right.
I was right. I don't care. Fuck your feelings. Damn.
You know what a wise person said to me, a compassionate person, a caring person, a forgiving person, don't mind apologizing. Don't mind, you know what I'm saying, letting that other person win.
That's not letting the other person win.
No, because not done. Because you give off that. Because some people need the illusion of victory. Feel what I'm saying? Just so we can bypass it. So if you know somebody's on the other end of the room, or your bed, or your chick, or whatever, that's what I mean in this context. That's always, you know,
Yeah.
yakking.
Right.
So all she want to know is, I let her win. So let that person win.
But what do you get? You don't gain anything
No,
from
you
that.
don't. You don't.
Because
You
now you have a false narrative that runs the relationship that she always wins. So guess what she's going to do? She's going to always argue. She's going to always want to win. And your points and situations become invalid in that relationship.
But I totally believe if it's not too late that you have left, or if the roles were reversed that she left, she'll get it. There will be an epiphany moment. She'll be like, damn.
We're sitting there right now for an epiphany moment. I asked for an epiphany moment the other day. You know who gave the epiphany moment? An older woman who said, you know what? I learned in my age that I had to say I was sorry. But that comes with age. That comes after you done tried to reinvent the wheel with as many men as you tried to reinvent the wheel with. You still beating everyone down that come in the doorstep. He can't provide. Well, maybe you gotta nurture his providing side. Again, 300. All the Roman soldiers, nigga. Shit, our soldiers.
Right.
Our men. They had women back at home that were proud of them. When they came back from war, was the village not dancing? He just was not providing. He was fighting. You had to feed the house. You had to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Yes, men do need to step up. Men do need to be accountable in the community.
And responsible
And
for that
women
position.
need to allow men to do that.
That's the role. Huh? That's the role.
See, you got that to say.
I said what I said. No.
See what I mean? That's what you mean. That's what you mean. And it's not. Listen, it's not about none of that, because I want to get back to that point. If we look at all the other cultures in the world, that's not the narrative. And you trying to tell me it's not Chinese men that are losers? You trying to tell me it's not white men that are losers? Hispanic men that they women just like ours. They full of fire. And they speak in Spanish. But it's just like in these cultures, like you allow a man to leave. If you picked him, then that's your choice. You knew what you let in. You let a thief in the house, you don't yell at the thief. You knew he was a thief.
Well, what if you don't know it? And so it's too late.
Then you didn't do the proper check before you let him in.
Or background check.
Not just a background check, but assessment of character.
Yeah.
You get to talk about he's stealing from the market. You think it's cute because he put the bag of hot dogs in his jacket.
In your freezer.
As soon as your ass go to sleep, he in your pocketbook. She gonna pay for these hot dogs. Shit, I risk my life for these hot dogs. Empty out that pocketbook. But that's where I'm at. Like it's so much more that we can do.
Yeah, there will be. I totally believe we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow. We just need more people. Speak life. Speak positivity, man. Cultivate people's mind. We gotta. Our teaching was wrong. We gotta believe that. We just got to own it. We gotta be responsible and accountable. Our teaching was wrong. Grandmom and Big Mom and all of them. They taught us.
They didn't teach us wrong. TV taught us wrong.
Well, Okay, we go with
We
TV
didn't follow.
too.
We didn't follow Grandma and Big Mom. I say it all the time, and me and Naf was up here when we watched a older lady and she was preaching,
Mhm.
and she was like, "Don't teach them what we used to do.
Mhm.
Like, be understanding. Build with your partner.
Right.
Build him up. You gotta build him up. He has to build you
I
up."
think everybody's first love language is.
Words of affirmation. I'm not building him up. He should already be put together. Everything you buy says some assembly necessary. He doesn't have.
It already assembled.
And guess what? If he's already assembled, guess 9 times out of 10 he already got somebody. If he's assembled, a perfect man, there will never be a perfect man out there single. Never. You're gonna have to add some glue and fix some things and patch some things up and build him up. You're not gonna find the perfect man out there. You're not gonna find the one that has a 9 to 5, goes to work every day, is loving and caring and all that old other shit, and he's single. Somebody been snatched him up. He's married. That man is married. But you'll play footsies with him now. Tantalizing.
Perfect. Well, Sharice, thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining. Pete, thanks for coming back.
Oh man, you know, I ain't about shit. You know, I'm always here, man.
But we'll be here next week, man. Chop It Up Wednesdays, another edition, man. Tune in. Yo, if you can, go like the CMPradio.net Facebook page, YouTube page, all that stuff. Go like it. We need those things to get up. We need
10,000.
Yeah, we need them up. Go get them.
We need 10,000.
Go tap the button. I don't even care if you don't watch. Tap the button. Subscribe.
It's free.
Like. It's not. It don't charge. Don't cost you nothing.
Ain't taking no money out your pocket.
Nah, this just gonna put something on so we can invest in our community, man.
So we can put it right back into.
That's all we want to do.
That's it.
My man got big dreams.
Big plans.
Big plans, big dreams, all that. We ready, man. I'll check y'all next week, man. Here live at CMPradio.net. Chop it up. Peace.
Catching cabs on the corner.